in the numbers I showed.
Yeah, I think we're ready for the next presentation, which has more of a focus on touch. And I think after this presentation, we will have a short panel discussion to see, how much touch and mobile and all this is related with each other. So, with no further ado, I'd like to introduce Jessica from kommatec, and they have a showroom here in Hamburg, which I think is very, very impressive. And if you have the time, I think you should go visit that. But I think she will also talk about it. So, welcome, Jessica. Stage is yours.
Well, hello. Thanks for having me. I'm Jessica Schnack, working for kommatec Redaction as a marketing and PR manager, so it won't get too technically today. First of all, I'm going to talk with you, I'll give you a little introduction about who's kommatec and what we do. We develop digital signage software. Our software is called DisplayStar, and it's a content management system for displays. So our software plans content in playlists. As you can see here, it looks like an Outlook calendar actually, and you can create a timetable where you upload content to it. You can, for example, say, play this clip from 9 to 10 and do this every morning, and then everything works automatically. So you can control the content on all the displays, for several displays from just one computer actually. And we also provide modern and specialized hardware, because on the digital signage market we have really specialized hardware because it's running 24/7, like all the time. When you have a shop, the display is on all the time, and this hardware can get really hot, so you need special ones actually. And we also sell this. So what we do is combining software with hardware like displays or steels that you've just seen, and the data then is just transmitted via UMTS or LAN to the displays. And here you can actually see how it looks in the shop. It's a customer of us, the golf house. But we not just do standard software that you've just seen where you can upload content and control content with. We also are engineers and build interfaces to websites or to online shops and combine our software then with touch screens. Well, let's see an example. I'll give you a case of a customer from us that where we realized the project last year. It's the Hamburger Sparkasse. For those who don't know, it's a German branch bank and has got the highest numbers of Sparkassen branches nationwide. The requirements of the HASPA, they wanted to get something that's modern and that speaks to young people, that's interactive and easy to handle for the employees, and something that's always up to date for real estate. They wanted to sell real estate. And they wanted that the customer that gets into the bank has no compulsion of face-to-face consulting, so that the consumer actually has the free space to informate themselves, like getting information themselves in an interactive way. And we started this project at the end of 2011. So, this is how it looks like. That's the touch terminal that we constructed and created. And I show you what it's composed of. You see a display in this construction. We have a front end that's designed in the CI of the Hamburger Sparkasse. We have a constructed cover that's CI conform as well. We have a PC down here, and of course our software. So we created this whole construction for them. The front end you see is, it was in the look of the Hamburger Sparkasse, yeah? And here you see the website of Immonet. We developed an interface to Immonet, but on the proper website you you actually see, like, you see adverts, you see partner sites, you see a lot of more stuff than just real estates. And what we have here, we have to control what we're looking for with the mouse, and we have little small buttons here. But here on this front end, we have to touch. Like, this doesn't work when you have little buttons, because here we touch with our fingers. And here you just see the real estate offers, and nothing else actually in the Hasbro style. And these are the same. These were actually the same data than online. Well, let's look at this solution from a Technik perspective and see some USPs. So one of the USPs is that it works with UMTS transmission, which means you don't need internet at the place where you place it. You don't have to plug it in with LAN, so you can actually place it everywhere as you like. You just need electrician, of course. And because of UMTS, it is a closed network, so we had and have no access to any data of our customer, which is really important to most customers, that no one has access to their data. The system runs fully automatically, so because of this interface to immonet.de, it's via poll function. The PC in the terminal updates every night and asks for new information, and so every morning you have the newest offers on the terminal. It's a guarded system. We have a software that's always checking, like every 10 minutes we check if the hardware is all right, if the software is okay. So if there would be a problem, we are able to tell our customer, like, right away. And we can measure the clicks. So we now have 3 of these terminals out in 3 banks of the Hamburger Sparkasse. And for over 3 months, we looked how many clicks we had there, or they had actually. And it were like 600,000 clicks. So here you can actually see the return on investment because you can measure the clicks. So yeah, I'm going to show you some marketing USPs we see in touch terminals in general. But first of all, I like to show you a little clip, and I don't want to actually say anything about it. Just look at it, and you'll see the benefit yourself. I hope that works. What you just saw in this clip, like he first sees a printed version, gets out of the bank, and we have loads of we have an overstimulation every day. I think we have like 5,000 stimuli every day, and he forgets about it because of all these stimuli. So now with a touch terminal, because he gets into interaction and because of his smartphone, he keeps it in mind. Well, we have a higher cognition here because I'm going to show you some learning types. These are learning types like, it's a really old tool, you see it in every university. How and what do we remember? So we have 10% when we read things that we remember, 20% listening, 30% seeing, and the most important number here actually are the 90%. Like when we get into self-interaction and we work for the information ourselves, we keep in mind 90% of what we just interacted with. And that's a good graphic, actually, to show how we absorb the moving image compared to text. So here you can see the moving image, like one content of a moving image, we absorb and understand this in 0.05 seconds. Compared to text, we absorb in 0.5 seconds. So the main thing you can see here actually is the absorption and understanding of a moving image is 10 times quicker than one written word, like understanding of one written word. Well, involvement of smartphones, we just saw the smartphone he took out and he got this information over a QR code from the touch terminal. I just want to give you some numbers. Until 2012, which is pretty much now, the proportion of smartphone-intensive users will increase by 83%. And I really like this, 43 of smart natives consciously take their smartphone out for shopping to inform themselves about products and prices. So we go out and we compare products right at the point of sale, and we compare prices right at the point of sale. Targeted search, consumers can find exactly what they are looking for. Well, you can do this on the website too, but here you don't have any other adverts or any other buttons. And before the Haspa had this solution, this application, they had loads of printed papers in their window, and you had to really look for what you're looking for. But here you can just now you can just select what you're looking for. So. Yeah, well, the combination of Technik and marketing with a touch terminal makes it controllable and effortless for the companies because the system runs fully automatically, and it makes it interactive and unforgettable for the end consumer. Well, touch terminals in combination with online shopping, as we are on a e-commerce summit, I want to give you an example how this can be or look when you have an online shop actually at the touch terminal. So we could build an interface to an online shop, and if you have this in your store, you can show all the products you have in stock, not just what you have in your store. You can show it in different sizes and colors, so you show more variety. And customers can also see videos and see how the product looks in use. So when they are in the shop and maybe they don't have time to go to the fitting room, but they still want to see how it looks when someone wears it, you can show videos right away. I want to tell you something about one of my friends the other day. She was online shopping, and she told me about this blouse she really likes. And I was like, why didn't you buy it? And she said, if I could have seen how the blouse looks when someone is dressed in it and moves, I would have been more assured to buy it. So videos are actually really important, especially when you come to fashion, like to see how somebody wears it. And it assures people more to buy stuff, obviously. Well, online shops as touch terminals, of course, can be placed everywhere. They are really small. They just need 1 square meter of space. And pure online shops now can go on the streets too. Earlier today, Trend 1 was already talking about the outer net. So, and with this touch terminal, you don't have to open a store. You just can put this touch terminal, for example, in another shop or at another place, let's say, the airport, waiting areas, or, I don't know, at the doctor's, wherever. You can place this terminal with your online shop everywhere. And this provides us new distribution channels. Well, and in the end, I'm going to talk about applications from the Fraunhofer Institute, the interactive shop window, and the virtual mirror. And for the interactive shop window, I'm going to show you another clip. That's from the Fraunhofer Institute. Maybe someone of you might have seen this on an exhibition already. How does that work? Well, we have a shop window in front of the display, and we just work with gestures. Well, there are 4 cameras above the display that captures the 3D position of hands, faces, and eyes. Trend 1 already showed us how that works with the face recognition. Image editing program estimates the coordinates behind all this, and it recognizes wiping and pointing at things. As we just saw in the clip, you can just point at the bag, and it comes right up to the display. Another great application is the virtual mirror from the Fraunhofer Institute. There's a camera as well above the display that films you. And you put on here, for example, a green shirt. And by pointing down here to different colors, maybe purple or, I don't know, pink, it changes the color. You can actually see it because she's got a green shirt, and on the display it's purple because she changed the color. And you can change the picture on the shirt, so you can dress yourself on a display. And if some of you are interested in seeing all this live, the interactive shop window, all the virtual mirror, all the touch applications I've been talking about, this is our Digital Signage Innovation Center that we've just opened in June. It's in the Speicherstadt. See some, like a transparent display, for example, which is pretty new on the German or European market, actually. Go down and have a look or come and visit us. So, thanks for your attention.